In January of 1692, in a little town called Salem Village in present-day Massachusetts, two young girls began to experience something distressing. Betty Paris and Abigail Williams, cousins who lived in the home of Betty's father, Reverend Samuel Paris, were found crouching under furniture, twisting their bodies into strange poses, gesticulating manically and speaking gibberish. While the cause of their affliction would never be accurately determined and both would eventually recover, their condition would ignite a hysteria that would engulf multiple communities and lead to the death of at least 26 of their neighbors, all of whom were accused of practicing witchcraft. Salem Village was a small collection of farms and homes about 20 miles north of Boston. The people there and throughout most of New England subscribed to a specific form of Protestant Christianity known as Puritanism. They had all emigrated from England to escape the Anglican Church, which was far too much like Catholicism for their consciences. Salem Village had previously been part of Salem Town, but the residents had grown weary both of the 5-mile journey to attend church and, frankly, of the squabbling with their neighbors in the town. They secured approval to organize their own parish and commence the search for a minister. Separating from the town did not put an end to all the village's petty disagreements, however. The village tried out several different ministers but couldn't decide on one for years, and in several cases they couldn't even convince all the congregants to pay their part of the temporary minister's wages. Nevertheless, in 1691 they finally contracted with a man named Samuel Paris to serve as minister to their little flock. Paris had studied at Harvard for a time but left his education when his father died to inherit the family sugar plantation in Barbados. He eventually left Barbados to return to New England. Paris agreed with Salem Village to serve as their minister for a salary of £60 yearly, to be paid at least 1/3 in actual cash, with the rest being paid in food, supplies, and other services. They had also agreed to provide him £6 worth of firewood each year. It took several months for Paris to come to terms with the village, likely because Paris knew of the town's habit of failing to pay their previous ministers their full wages. And perhaps this is where the story began to take a darker turn.